Big thank you to Dehancer for supporting this video. More on them later. If I have to be completely honest, I didn't like New York. The constant noise, the frenzy, complete lack of personal space, the life experience, it drained me. And yet, as soon as I brought the camera to my eye, all that chaos turned into perfection. Photographically speaking, this city is an endless playground. No matter where you look, there's always something happening. But despite everything, I'll show you why I just couldn't stop shooting through a city that I almost ended up hating. In case you don't know me, hi, I'm Alberto. I'm a photographer and videomaker from Rome, Italy, and this is the story about my first trip ever to New York. To keep things light, I left the A7 IV and the zoom lenses at home. My setup for this experience was simple. My trusty Sony A7C with the Zeiss 35mm 2.8, a DJI Osmo Pocket Nano and my iPhone 14. I had high expectations for this trip. The idea of experiencing New York for the first time, both as a tourist and as a photographer, excited me so much. And I couldn't wait to experience firsthand what many creators and photographers I've followed for years had experienced long before me. Sensory overload is a real thing in New York. There is too much of everything. The initial instinct is to photograph everything. You can embrace that chaos, fight it, or you can start isolating details. And by details, I absolutely do not mean precise and sharp shots, but literally what everyday life is for a New Yorker. Getting a coffee in a busy street, an exchange of money between two shady guys, or seeking shelter in one of the 2000 Starbucks while it's freezing outside. After hours of walking and more than 20k steps in a bag, the noise pollution just gets into your brain. And yet this raw aesthetic is exactly what pushes you to say, okay, I'll walk one more block, just one more street, I kept telling myself. And the reason is simple. For the first time, being outside Italy or Europe, I felt constantly stimulated, driven to shoot, because everything was new, everything was different. In Rome, I would hardly have the opportunity to photograph environments with similar architectural styles. And in the end, I found myself shooting in ways I usually don't, caring way less about motion blur, looking through dirty diner windows. I ended up being way more aggressive with my shooting style. At least compared to the one that I usually use for street photography. But also compared to concept photography, which I shoot much more often. Paradoxically, I feel more at ease and shoot with much more intent and attention while I'm in the middle of a mosh pit, rather than while wandering around such a frantic city. And there is another element that strongly differentiates New York from many other cities. Here, people are completely indifferent to the idea of having a camera pointed at them. There's such a level of indifference that it made me feel almost invisible. Walking down the avenues, you are constantly stepping between blinding sun and sudden deep darkness. New York forces you to look up. Everything is insanely tall, huge, and thanks to this, shadows are tight, extreme, brutal. It's that sharp alternation of light and shadows that catches your eye, pushing you to trace those shapes back to their source and make you realize the sheer massive scale of what's casting them. Something I've seen in tons of videos by my favorite creators, but I've never imagined my most vivid dreams that I'd be able to experience it. It creates this incredible geometric plays of light on the streets and patience. Patience in New York is something completely unknown. You don't have to wait long for someone to pass by. but you have to wait forever for the right person to pass by, without 10 other people blocking the frame. It's a city that physically exhausts you. But before wrapping up this video, let's take a moment to talk about Dehancer, who supported this video. Dehancer is a powerful plugin that gives your digital footage and photos an authentic cinematic film look. It features dozens of real film profiles, along with accurate analog tools to easily add film grain, halation, and bloom. It is available for all the major editing platforms, including DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, After Effects, and even Lightroom and Photoshop for your photography. It's the perfect way to bring a vintage, organic feel to your digital work, and it's currently trusted by hundreds of creators worldwide. In fact, the specific look of this entire video was completely achieved using Dehancer. If you want to step up your grading game and bring this look to your own project, check out the link in the description. You can use my code Alberto at checkout to get a 10% discount on your license. Now, back to the video. One thing that particularly struck me was the post-production aspect of the shots. I used two of my favorite Lightroom profiles that I almost always use. But the color rendering for some reason is completely different from usual. Even the light is different in this place, and this almost drives me crazy. If I have to be brutally honest and precise, from this trip I will probably only save a handful of shots. I don't know if I'll ever go back to New York for a relaxing vacation, since this one was everything but relaxing. But if we're talking about pure photography, about training your eye, I think it's an experience that every photographer should have. It drains you, yes, but it gives you a catalog of images that no other city can offer. If you like this video, you can leave a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe for more videos. Bye!